episode 504. Thank you all for listening to episode 503, Pod Favorites, MLB edition. I am Gray, here with my co-host,
Bear.
And Parrot.
Thank you to Wes Anderson for Moments in Time. Check him out on Facebook, Wes Anderson Music. Give him a follow on Twitter at Songs by Wes. Thank you to All Wear Clothing. Visit allwearclothing.com. Mention Over the Line Podcast, and Brandon will hook you up with that deal. We just got some new koozies. I know I gave some to Bear yesterday. I'll give some to the Parrot when I see him. But Parrot, we got new koozies. They have the OTL logo, the NWO looking OTL logo. One side, it's a black koozie. One side is the white and the other side is the red. So got some of those. Thanks, Brandon. He's got our Jordan zip-ups coming. Gift to all the pod guys for our 500th episode, which is still just awesome and surreal that we actually got there. And after 5 years. So looking forward to those once Brandon gets those in. Again, thanks to Brandon for everything he does for the podcast. Thank you to Crandall's Quality Landscaping. Give Sean a call, 419-704-5471. Serves the Toledo and surrounding areas and not
Sacramento, California.
Sacramento. That was a good one yesterday. Thank you, Sean. Thank you to Paper Denim Art. Go to Facebook, check out Paper Denim Art. Request some of the work from Danny. She can do a personalized one for you. And it's very affordable. Reach out to her. Good people and also a supporter of the show. Thank you to Sparty Steve. Going to lunch with him next week. And he was asking about the podcast. Told him we're still rocking and rolling. So he's looking forward to our golf outing we're going to be in on the 19th that Bear will not be at because he's out of town, because he may or may not have a birthday the day before. So it's unfortunate, but great for Bear. And hopefully Parrot, you still playing in that?
Yeah. I wanted to tell you this, but you know how bad I played on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
So me and Bree went and played yesterday with one of her friends at Fallen Timbers. We just played 9 holes. And like, honest to God, I shot 2 over par on the front 9.
Believe it. It's good. I know. I am your kryptonite on the golf course.
Pisses me off to no end.
Well, when you're on my team this weekend, are you going to play this weekend, Sunday?
Yeah, that should be good.
Yeah, because the other 2 guys are ready. So Bear, we did a. Well, let me finish thanking the sponsors, and then we'll go into that story. So, and last but not least, Connell Barrett, datingtransformation.com.
Yeah, make sure you get to datingtransformation.com and get that free consultation from Connell when you mention Over the Line Podcast. And in the meantime, get to amazon.com and buy Connell's book, Dating Sucks, But You Don't.
So we decided to do a match play and, best ball match play, not like actually play our own balls. So we did best ball, did match play. We teamed up and my handicap. So we went off our handicaps from the grant. Mine's an 8. Brandon is a 23 and Parrot is a 15, Doug's a 12. So it was 27 v 31. So they had to give us 4 shots, on the 4 hardest holes. You know how that works. Mm-hmm. So we were playing and we went through and and Parrot can tell you, I was not missing a shot. I had a few drives that were meh, but other than that, the irons were on point. The putter was on everything, the wedges, and I know the one, Parrot, the one on, I still laugh at it because it was, 10, 11, 12, 13, the par 4 that goes down the hill and then up the hill. At the end, like towards the green, and it's an elevated green because you got to go down into the gully. There's a creek right there. And then the par 3's right next to it. That's, 40 feet down. So we're on, we have a drive out there. It's pretty good. And then I hit a 9-iron and I shorted it. So I'm on the side of this hill and Doug hits a beautiful shot, puts it, 5 feet from the pin. So they're getting for birdie and Brandon comes down. He tries to chip and just goes right. And so I know Jake's up there saying we need him to fuck up so we have a shot on this hole. And then right when I hit it up in the, and all I can see is the flag and the top half of the pin. And I hit it up in the air and Parrot's like, well, that's out. And then I couldn't see it, but I knew it bounced and it went in. And because they Brandon was like cheering and Doug was like, that was awesome. Parrot has no facial expression because he's so pissed off at how he's playing. And I'm like, what? And they're like, it went in. One bounce, one hop into the hole.
It literally perfectly bounced right in front of the pin, like 1.5 feet and one hop right into the center of the cup.
And I was just like,
Very
well,
nice.
good. It sucks I couldn't see it, but sometimes that works out. And then I had a good couple of chips on to get us close to. And I mean, it was just playing well. So when I text you, Bear, I was like, hey, when we're 5 up with 4 to go, it's 5-4, right? And you're like, yes. I was like, okay. So I remembered that correctly. So we had won, we were 5 up with 4 to go. And I told Parrot, I said, hey, if we didn't get any shots, we would have still won if we played it all the way through 6 up. And so I wouldn't have known where we would have won. And but if it was straight through 18, it was 6 up. So we decided when we were talking today, hey, let's switch it up every week. Just keep individual records. So this week, Parrot and I are going to play together. And so we got to give, so me and Parrot together are at 23, which is Brandon's score. So we got to give him Doug's. So we got to give him 12 shots. And then the following week, Doug and I are going to play together. We have to give 18 shots. So 1 a hole. And I'm like, that's how it works. And
That's fair.
And if and like Parrot, next week when he's on my team, he's gonna fucking do great. So not worried about it. When we play together and we're on a team, he plays well with me, unless it's in and out. He's still salty about the outing last year. And I'm like, dude, we have Dan. We are all watching Dan. Like the year it was Parrot, you weren't with us when I had Dan and Cody, were you?
No, that was the year that no, I wasn't in that one.
No, that was Cody Bryant and Cody Bryant or Brandon. And when you're playing with, I mean, I remember we took my drive off the first hole and we took a couple more of my shots. But when you're playing with Dan and Cody, Bear's cousin Cody, I mean, you're playing with 2 guys that are great golfers. Dan's a scratch golfer and Cody, he's somewhere. What is he?
Yeah, he's like a 4.
Yeah. So when you got those 2 guys, like you're just not, I mean, you'll be happy to get a couple shots in and you get to putt first. So that's nice. But I remember the one that's 6 out at Riverby. Dan, he got the longest drive on that hole. He ended up winning it. And then Cody put it 6 feet from the cup with a 3 wood. So we were just right there and putted right in. First putt went in. So we were like, all right, that hole's done. Moving on. Well, that's what you got to do in those par 5s out there is try to get the eagle.
It's the only one that's like nearly impossible to eagle. It's just too long to get it there in 2.
That one, and we did. Like it was Dan hit like a 290-yard drive, and then freaking Cody just bombed it with the 3 wood and just right up there. It was perfect. And we were excited, and this little thing we're doing now will be good. And Parrot's out there and he's gonna hit some good shots when we play on Sunday. Parrot, remember what I told you? I know it's hard, but you just got to shut it. Like when I'm up there, I shut everybody off. I don't even think about who's with me, who's watching me, who's behind me, nothing. That's what I had to get used to. It's hard to get used to, but when you know that in your head, nobody's there, just hit good shots.
Yeah. I try that. It's not always successful.
But he did on 18, took driver off the deck. And that was a beautiful shot.
Oof.
Well, yeah, because that's the only club I needed to keep it low, and that's one club I know is always going to go low, and I know I can get it down there at like a 200 yard.
Yeah, and you went beyond that. You bombed that shot. That was a great shot. But that's always what's fun with all of that. And we have a good time, and hopefully this week get it again. Hopefully we have good weather Sunday. We get out there at 6:30 and nobody catches us. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And did you play tonight, Bear?
Yeah. Yep.
How'd you do?
We won. We had an alternate shot tonight, so we won. Didn't see what our other team did, but we needed to win both. Most likely getting to second place for a bye for the playoffs. So
when do the playoffs start?
Next week.
Nice.
So we were sitting in third. We needed 2.5 points. Well, we were 2.5 points behind second and 3 points behind first. So we got 2 in my group. So if the other group won, that would give us 4. So we'd have a chance to be up there. But the teams we were behind, we didn't play. And those 2 teams in front of us didn't play each other. So anything could happen. But we played well. We should finish probably with what we had because I played with 19 or something handicap. And we shot gross 2 over an alternate shot, net even. And we probably get more. That was just against the guys we were playing. So we'll probably make some money tonight. But I left out of there. It just started to rain right as we were finishing. So
Yeah, we had Grayson at his fishing club tonight, and he caught 20 fish in an hour and a half because
Goodness.
it's at this place on Cannonball Prairie, which is off of Monclova between Eber and Weckerly, and it's meant just for kids and fishing groups. It was just loaded with fish, and we actually had to take all the bluegill, all the perch, anything that wasn't a large or smallmouth bass, we had to take out and transfer to Mallard Lake. So
Hmm.
it was wild.
Nice. 20
You
fish. That's impressive.
you literally dip it in and you're catching a fish.
I could do that and still have zero patience to fish. I think it's like the one thing that I just have zero interest in my life. It's fishing.
No, dude, I'm with you. I am completely with you. So, what happened in golf? I know you got 4 weeks worth of points back on me.
Yeah. Open championship this weekend at Hoyle Lake. We got a brand new major championship winner, Brian Harmon, pretty much dominated. I mean, I think he took the lead in round 2 on like hole 8 or 9. So pretty much 27 holes in and didn't look back and never lost the lead. Ended up winning by 6 over the field. Brian Harmon, seriously, with a dominating performance, people don't really understand, like, that doesn't happen a lot. You know, Scheffler did it, I think, at the Masters 2 years ago. You know, I think Spieth did it at maybe one of his back in 2015 when he won, obviously Tigers, but you just don't get that a lot. I mean, Brian Harmon winning by 6, another lefty, really impressive, really good. I'm happy that he won because the English fans were heckling him and giving him shit. So I was just, I'm always happy to see an American winner in that tournament, but he finished first over Jason Day, Tom Kim, Sepp Straka, and John Rahm. And Rahm shot 63 on Sunday, gave himself a chance, and he was peaking there. He was actually 2 behind when Harmon was on hole 6, and just Rahm just couldn't make any putts. And right when Harmon bogeys back-to-back holes, what does he do? He birdies back-to-back holes. Just, I mean, impressive resiliency where guys in the past have crumbled. So really cool there. And then the rest of the top 10, McIlroy, Emiliano Grillo, both tied 6. Cam Young and Shubanakar Sharma tied 8. Matthew Jordan, Tommy Fleetwood, and Max Homa tied 10th. For us, none of us were very impressive. The live guys were kind of shit this week, weren't they? So Douglas got a 64 out of Brooks Kopica. Parrot and I got a 33 out of Cam Smith, which was best of the week. Cody got a 60 out of Bryson DeChambeau, and Gray had DJ, who shot 81 and missed the cut.
Piece of shit.
But he still holds the lead at 31.4. I am in second at 32.7. Parrot is in third, 34.4. Dub is in fourth at 34. I'm sorry, Parrot at 34.2. Dub at 34.4. And Cody in last at 39.2. Without making a pick the last like 10 weeks and also not missing a cut in the last 10 weeks. So this week, 3M Open, TPC Twin Cities, the last week before the FedEx Cup. So there's some guys playing who need to get FedEx Cup points to get into the I think it's top 150 maybe
or something.
Something like that. I can't remember what it is for the first one. But yeah, last week before the playoffs, so we got 5 more weeks of golf left. So you're still up first. Who do you got?
I'm gonna go with a guy who's been hot. He's up Straka.
It's good. I was hoping you weren't going to go with the guy that I was going to take because I don't think you've. Oh no, you did take him. I guess I could have put him in. You were so long ago. I'm going with Sung J M this week.
Yep, he was. Thought about him, so I took him. I thought about Emiliano Grillo, but he's too.
I have zero
sporadic.
Excuse me, zero trust in Grillo. But he'll be the guy that's going to come out and win this week. But yeah, we're going to go Sung J this week. He's got the capability to win this week, and he's performed in this tournament.
And Cody Bryant took Emiliano Grillo because I just gave him to him because he's going to win.
I like it. Get
Bird
back in the hunt.
Give me Nick Taylor this week.
Nick Taylor, is it with a K or no?
Yeah, NICK.
Nick Taylor. That's a good one, Bird.
And let me text up here and see. See if he's going to make a pick or just do nothing.
Parrot's getting close on NASCAR.
He getting there. Making his way. Let's see. Let me switch over there. NASCAR this week, or I should say last week, at Pocono. Old Dennis Hamlin ended up winning. Little controversy there, putting Larson into the wall.
He didn't touch him.
Still saying he didn't touch him, which he clearly did. He didn't touch Bowman. That is a fact. 100% fact there. I believe him. It's funny how he doesn't go to his analytics and data when it's him who's doing the wrecking. But as Larson said, I'm still his friend. I'm pissed at him, but this definitely changes the way I'm going to race him. And all of Denny's friends know Denny's always right, which was just a fantastic line. Absolutely loved it, which is true. I mean, Denny's always that way. He's an asshole, right? I mean, simple as that. He's trying to be the bad boy. He's trying to be Kyle Busch now and be the villain of everybody. And excuse me. And the problem is, I mean, he's just truly a dick. I don't think Kyle Busch is that way. I think Kyle Busch acts that way. You can tell. But Denny is Denny. It's his way or the highway. Bitches in NASCAR. If he gets wrecked, but if he wrecks somebody else, it's he should have lifted, right? He should have lifted. He had a lane. He had a choice. Well, Denny, you had a choice too. So yeah, it's just one of those things that he'll be that way, and that's Denny Hamlin for you. So, but he got his win. So be it. He did it. Hamlin gets a first, Reddick second, Truex third, Harvick fourth. I was hoping Harvick was going to sneak in there and steal a win, get himself into the playoffs. He was close, but he's doing well this year. Gibbs fifth, Bell sixth, Stenhouse seventh, Burton eighth. Harrison Burton finished eighth, surprisingly. Eric Jones ninth, and Chase Elliott rounds out your top 10. For us, Dub and Parrot both had Bubba Wallace, got an 11. I had Byron, got a 14, kind of got fucked at the end, but again, it's all based off of Denny Hamlin. Gray gets a 24 out of Bowman, same thing. He was racing well, gets spun out. He got loose and spun. And then Cody gets a 25 out of Cold Custard. And updated standings, I'm in the lead at 14.3. Parrot in second at 15.7, Gray in third at 17.2, Dub at 17.6, and Cody in last at 18. This week, we got the Cookout 400 at Richmond. I'm going with Eric Amarola because I don't really have any good people left to pick.
Right. Going down my list. Bird.
Have I taken Christopher Bell?
Most likely, yes, 2 weeks ago.
Gibbs.
Yes.
Yeah.
4 weeks
4 weeks
ago.
ago.
Truex.
5 weeks ago.
6 weeks ago.
Hamlin.
10 weeks ago.
Harvick.
11
weeks ago.
Bush. Kyle Busch.
You had to have taken Kyle Busch. Well,
I don't see Kyle
I don't
Busch.
see Kyle Busch on there.
There we go. There's a surprise.
What about Larson?
Yeah,
you took him.
It was like 20 weeks ago.
All right. Yeah, I guess give me Kyle Busch.
It's a good pick. Kyle Busch races well at this track.
Crayon. Trying to think of who I want to take this week. You know what? He's finished in the top 20 several weeks in a row. So he'll wreck this week. Give me Chris Buescher.
Good pick.
I mean, I'm running out of guys too. We're getting down to that nitty gritty of
Yeah, we
who's
got
left to use.
What, 5 more weeks till the playoffs? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 weeks. So we got Richmond. I'm sorry. Yeah, 5 weeks. We got Richmond, Michigan, Road Course Brickyard, Road Course Watkins Glen, and then Daytona to end the year. Where are we at right now? Let me pull up the standings here just to see who is all in the playoffs. Playoffs?
Who gives a shit about playoffs?
Playoffs. So right now, and this is just based off of wins, your playoff standing or your guys that are locked in are Truex, Byron, Bush, Hamlin, Larson, Chastain, Bell, Blaney, Logano, Reddick, and Ricky Stenhouse. Your guys on points behind that are Kevin Harvick, Brad Keselowski, Chris Buescher, Bubba Wallace, and Michael McDowell. You still got Chase 56 points out, Bowman 46 points out, Gibbs 28 points out, Suarez 23 points out, Allmendinger 17 points out. So still a lot could happen in the next 5 weeks for the playoffs, but should be an interesting run to the finish here. We've had a lot of multi-winners. Truex has 3, Byron has 4, Bush has 3, Hamlin has 2, Larson has 2.
Yeah, and I'm just going rounding out my lineup because I've got nothing else to do. I've got to start using guys. So I'm just putting my lineup in now. Could tentatively change, but
Sure.
you never know. Just got to put them in, and then Daytona, I just got to flip a coin and see who's not there.
Right. Well, Daytona's the crazy one, right? That's the one that Ryan Preece could jump in, or Justin Haley, any of these guys. No doubt.
And Justin Haley runs well there.
Yeah.
And that's probably who I'm going to end up taking.
Austin Dillon's still there. He's won that race before in the summer. So, I mean, there's guys that can still do it, right?
I took Dillon, didn't I? Bastard. Just funny that the top average finish is 6th, but it's only one race. It was Dinger.
Mm-hmm.
David Reagan has 2 top 10s. I could fucking take him.
I don't think David Reagan is racing anymore.
He might that race. He's raced there twice.
Pence will be in the Rick Ware car, but
yeah, take Cody Ware. As it gets to that point,
he's in jail, so you won't be taking him. Or if you do, you will be getting 37th or something.
So I'll wait to make Daytona because I don't know why Dub took Ross Chastain for Daytona. Interesting.
I like it. And we should have said he does have Blaney this week. We have to gotta make a pick for Cody.
Richmond. What kind of people are in Richmond?
Put in Kyle Busch for Parrot.
Has he taken? Yeah, he took Denny Hamlin. Who is like?
He doesn't have. Has he not taken Byron?
Bill Byron.
Yeah, he hasn't taken Byron, Bowman, or Elliott.
Here's his time to catch up. Well, you know when to give him Elliott.
Yeah. So we want Bowman or Byron for Cody this week.
Whoever's the highest average finish. So
I think it's Byron.
Bowman.
Bowman is okay. So Cody gets the showman.
Yeah, his average finish is 12. Byron is 14.3.
Okay. They're close. All right. Bowman.
The next week you can give him Byron.
I might as well just give him Byron, right?
And then give him like AJ Allmendinger the week after.
He already has Dinger. We have him. We already took him.
Did he take the Dinger? Oh, Dinger. Yep, see it. Well, the Glenn, he wants to take Chase Elliott.
You don't put Chase in there for him.
And then who won the? Because last year's race at the Brickyard was the road course, right?
I don't think they raced at Brickyard last year.
Yeah, they did. It was the road course.
I don't remember them doing that.
It was the first year they did it, and they just brought it back.
He already has Suarez.
Let's see who finished it. Let's see who was the top guys. Well, I got the last 2 races. Here, hold on. So last year it was Brickyard 2022. Right? So
yeah.
2022 the Verizon Brickyard. It was 86 laps. Your winner was Ross Chastain.
Yeah, he's already got Ross in there.
Austin Cindric was second. Has he taken Cindric? Yes, he did.
Yep.
Austin Dillon was third. He took Dillon. Kevin Harvick was fourth.
He doesn't have Harvick yet. There we go.
There we go. Harvick. So we rounded him out. And I'm going to still run with SVG. SVG.
We'll flip a coin for Daytona for him.
Yeah. Flip a fucking coin. Michael McDowell.
Okay, I like that.
He hasn't taken him. Watch, Cody's going to come back and fucking beat us all.
Oh, probably. Probably.
It's community picks.
Yeah, we're gonna win our own thing.
Fucking damn it, Dub.
All right. Old Dub taking Substraka, just like Gray. That'd be perfect for you guys to both miss the cut. Substraka for Dub. I like it.
I have weather warning. Venue won't let you sell. It's common. All right. So that is done. So now we got to get old Jeremy up. Got to get Jer Bear. Are you ready? Let's see if Jer Bear's ready to get this going.
Let me pull this up. Trivia.
Trivia. Did we lose the bird? No, there he is. Bird.
All right, updated standings for trivia. We have Gray at 28.5 because of the 5 points from last week's question.
Here.
We have Cody at 9 points. We have, that was some loud thunder out there. We have myself at 14.5 points. Dub at a big old 0, and Parrot with 7, or siete in Spanish.
7, 8, 9, 10. Well, while we're waiting for him, because, you got to give him a warning, and I did great in giving him a warning. The just update some things going on in sports. Bronny James, cardiac arrest yesterday. Wild.
Yeah. Terrible, man. I mean, just terrible.
But he's stable, but it's like it makes you wonder, is he going to be able to play?
Right. I mean, the good thing is he's okay. That's the big thing, but
Yep.
Couldn't happen to an 18-year-old. So hopefully it's nothing bad and he can still play, but that'd be terrible if he can't.
Yeah,
But the
because all
important part is he's okay.
Yeah, 100%. Had some big deals. Jaylen Brown, biggest contract in NBA history, first one over 300 mil, 5 years, $304 million.
Yep. Give it to a guy who can't even go left with the basketball. Makes sense.
Absolutely does.
Yep. I think they're going to regret that contract in a couple of years.
Yep. And then we had, who else got paid? What, Saquon got a 1 year, $10 million deal?
So
Herbert got paid.
What's that, Parrot?
Herbert got paid.
Yeah, he did.
So Saquon didn't want to play on the franchise tag for 10.3 million. So he's playing on a 1 year deal for 11 million. Makes sense. Got that extra 700,000. Must really need it.
Just to pay it in tax.
Yeah. Yeah. Herbert got paid. He got money. Trayvon Diggs got paid from Dallas. He got 5 year, 93 million. I think Herbert got what? 5 year, 236 million.
260, 250.
Something
It was some
big.
asinine.
Yeah, I mean, it's time that's going to happen. These guys are going to get paid. I mean, seeing this, I just see old Joey B's in Cincinnati just salivating. Like, that's what these guys are getting paid. And he's already been to a Super Bowl and won playoff games. Herbert hasn't even won a playoff game. Oof.
Yeah, he's going to get paid.
He's going to make some money.
So the Guardians traded Rosario for Syndergaard.
Yeah, yeah. I guess they're going to be sellers because Rosario's been having a good year. So just giving it to the Dodgers pretty much for a dude who can't even fucking pitch, which is just fantastic. Um, those are going to be coming in hot and heavy here soon too. Baseball trade deadline I think is next week.
Yep, 31st.
So yeah, those are going to be coming in hot and heavy. I'm sure, like always, the Guardians will sell because that's what they do. And then we'll make it to the playoffs and come up short because we don't have Rosario.
Yeah, and Syndergaard's kind of washed at this point, right?
Oh yeah, I mean he's been hurt so many freaking times. I'm sure they're just taking. My guess is that they're taking a salary and then they're going to dump just a salary hit, whatever. It's just stupid.
Yeah, but what do you do? But they're up there. I mean, they're
keep Rosario.
second in the division, 2 games out of the Twins. The Orioles are leading the East. Rays are a game and a half out, so the Orioles came on. Rays just started falling apart.
Mm-hmm.
Blue Jays are 5.5 out. Red Sox 7.5. Yankees 8.5. And yeah, I mean they're still 5 games over the Yankees are, but they're in last, struggling. Injuries are plaguing them as well as they might get Judge back, but we'll see. See if that does anything.
I heard by this weekend potentially.
Yeah. Twins are leading the Central, Guardians in second. Nobody else matters. In the West, Rangers in the lead, Astros 1 out, Angels 6.5 out, Mariners 7 out, and the A's 31.5 behind. Braves are running away with the East. They are 10.5 ahead of the Phillies, 11 ahead of the Marlins. Mets just not living up to what they're supposed to be doing, but they're doing what the Mets usually do.
Yep.
Central, the Brewers are a game and a half up on the Redlegs, who's still playing really well. The Cubbies are 6.5 out at 49 and 51. Cardinals 11 out, and Pittsburgh 11.5 out. And then out west, your Dodgers are at 58-43. 3.5 behind are the Giants, and 4 behind are the D-backs. And the San Diego Dads are 5 games under 500 and 10 games behind.
Surprising, but still about, I think, 133 games left. So quite a bit of baseball to play.
It's only about 60. Still, though, that's a third of the season.
Yep, just like I said, 133. Yep, that's correct. Actually, you're right. I think it was like 183. Good call. Yeah, quite a bit still to play. So anything can happen in baseball. In baseball.
Has World Cup started yet?
Yeah, I'm actually watching it right now. The U.S. women are down 1-0 to the Dutch.
Wonderful. What minute?
They're in the 42nd minute right now. Dutch scored in like the 18th minute, so they're not even a halftime yet. USA pressed early. I couldn't find it on. I didn't know what channel it was on, so I knew it was on Peacock. Well, it's only in Spanish on Peacock, so I'm actually listening to it in Spanish.
Awesome. In hockey, Patrice Bergeron retired, so they're going to need a new captain in Boston.
My guess is I don't know. I don't think they're going to give it to Marchand.
They might.
They should, but I don't think they are, just because he probably doesn't have. I mean, he's probably only got a few years left too. So, not sure if they will or not, but I could see him getting it. I could see the little rat getting it.
Yeah, but they had who was their captain forever? That big son bitch.
Chara.
Yeah, Zdeno Chara. Mm-hmm. He was there, and so what? Bergeron's been the captain for what now? 4 years? 5 years?
I think 4 years. I think that's about right.
Zdeno Chara. When did he? Man, he's 46 now. So crazy.
Mm-hmm. Big ugly ogre.
Yeah, he's what? He's 6'8", so he's like 7 foot in skates.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he played with the Bruins until the 2019-2020 season. Then he played with the Capitals for part of a year, and then because he was hurt, and then the Islanders for 72, and then he retired.
Yeah, so Bergeron actually only has had it for 3 years then.
Yeah. So they could give it to Marchand.
Yeah, I can see. I mean, it makes most sense. I don't think they're going to give it to somebody younger, but it's possible. But
Oh, Marchand's only 35.
like I said, he's got about 5 left.
Yeah.
And
So I can
think
see that. He's the
I
most
think he's the
deserving.
assistant captain right now. One of the assistant captains.
Yeah, I think you're right there. Because they had they got the President's Cup last year.
Yep. Didn't do dick with it, but they got it.
They did not do shit with it. They just fell apart.
Love it.
You know what? They could give it to Pasternak too, though. I mean, that's their guy.
Yep, I can see Pasta getting it too. One of those two.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those two, but might be Marchand just based on he's the next to get it. Next man up, next man to retire. Give it to him.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Still have not heard from Jeremy. He said he was going to be doing the podcast.
Well, how about we do this then? Parrot, right or left?
Yeah.
Right.
Right for me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. UFC 291 this weekend in Salt Lake City, Utah. You know what we do. We gonna run through that card. Gray has the left side, actually has had the left side for like the last 4 times, and I've had the right side for the last 4 times. So starting at the bottom, go ahead, Gray.
Women's flyweight bout, heavy favorite, minus 335 from the United States, Miranda Maverick.
And the plus 260 underdog from Brazil, Priscilla Cachorone, something like that.
In a welterweight bout, coming in at minus 190 in your betting cards from the United States, Matthew Semmelsberger.
Got a man bun. Don't know if I'd pick him.
And his favorite.
It probably is. And from Serbia, Parrot's favorite, Uros Medic.
Rounding out the early prelims in a flyweight bout, coming in at minus 160 on your betting cards from
any second favorite fighter.
The United States. Might be his first. That's a big man bun. CJ Vergara.
And his opponent, a plus 130 underdog from Brazil, Vivencius Salvador. Not from El Salvador. He's from Brazil.
And starting the prelims in a welterweight bout, no odds yet, hailing down under Jake Matthews.
And from the United States, with a big old triangle of something on his chest, or a G or something, I can't tell what that is, Darius Flowers.
And a middleweight bout coming in at minus 220 from Mother Russia, Roman Kopylov.
And his opponent from Brazil, a plus 180 underdog, Claudio Ribeiro.
In a heavyweight bout, kind of surprised underdog here. Where's this at? Oh, it's in Salt Lake City. In a heavyweight bout, coming in as an underdog, number 11 ranked, don't want to get caught with these hands, from the United States, Derek Lewis.
And my balls is hot. His opponent, the favorite from Brazil, minus 180 favorite, Marcos Rogerio de Lima, Ohio.
In a welterweight bout, underdog plus 260 from Brazil, Gabriel Bonfim.
And the heavy favorite, minus 315 from the United States, Traven Gills. Or Giles. But he's English, so I'll go Gills.
In a welterweight bout on the main card. Man, this is what a main card. In a welterweight bout from the United States, underdog at plus 125, number 12 in welterweight, Michael Chiesa.
Yeah, this main card is fucking stacked.
Fucking A.
His opponent, the favorite, minus 145 from the United States, Kevin Holland.
In a lightweight bout, plus 285 from the United States, Tony Ferguson.
And surprisingly, a heavy favorite over Tony Ferguson, which surprises me. Minus 375 from the United States, Bobby Green.
God damn, I just got to the top. Holy fuck.
A joke, bro.
Welterweight bout from the United States, number 7, coming in at minus 165. Is it Steven or Stephen Thompson?
It's the Wonder Boy. His opponent from Brazil, the 15th ranked welterweight fighter, a plus 140 dog. I'm gonna guess his name is Michel Pereira. Michel.
In a light heavyweight bout, this fight, god damn, coming
this is
in
gonna be a banger.
right. Plus 120 from Poland, our favorite Polish fighter, Jan Blachowicz. These two are the only two to beat Izzy.
Mm-hmm. And the number 2 ranked light heavyweight fighter who just got knocked out by Izzy from Brazil, Alex Pereira. I wonder if he's related to Michael right down below. They kind of look alike.
And in your main event of the evening, who's the lightweight champ?
I think this is. Oh, by the way, let's put it this way: the light heavyweight, this Jan Blachowicz and Alex Pereira fight is for the interim belt, because homeboy who has the light heavyweight belt tore his Achilles, so he's going to be out for a year.
Holy
so this
shit!
will be
Really?
Yep, this will be for the interim lightweight bout or belt. I think the lightweight champ is Kazmat, isn't it? I can't remember if he's lightweight or not.
Lightweight is Makachev.
Makachev, okay. Kazmat must be 170 then. Yeah, so Makachev, and this will be to fight him for the belt for sure.
So Sterling's bantamweight, Volkanovski's featherweight, Makachev's the lightweight, welterweight's Leon Edwards because he beat Usman.
Yeah.
Middleweight is Izzy, light heavyweight's vacant until this fight, and heavyweight is Bones.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep.
Dude, what a fucking card. And this one, so number 2 coming in at your favorite, minus 145, Dustin Poirier.
The diamond. Think of him a diamond cutter. Bang.
Bang. So winner's fighting Makachev for sure.
Yeah. Going up against the slight underdog plus 125, number 3 ranked lightweight in the world from the United States, also Justin Gaethje.
These two haven't fought. I feel like they fought, haven't they?
Yeah, I want to say Poirier beat him. Maybe this is the 3rd fight between them. Can't remember.
Dustin Poirier. Let's check him out on the old Wikipedia. I'm gonna find his record here. So he beat Chandler, lost to Oliveira, beat McGregor, beat Hooker, lost to Nurmagomedov. Yeah, they fought way back in 2018.
Yep.
And Poirier won.
Knocked him out in the 4th round.
And then what's Gaethje done since? Let's see. Gaethje's beat Rafael Fiziev, lost to Oliveira, beat Chandler, lost to Nurmagomedov, beat Ferguson, beat Cerrone, beat Barbosa, beat
Pitt. Literally have the same thing.
Yeah, lost to the same guys.
And beat the same guys. So it should be pretty even. I'm sure Gaethje will want it back. But let's see. Let me get back to the card really fast so I can make my quick picks. Picks.
Parrot, Chiesa, and Holland.
Holland.
I'm going Holland.
Yep, same.
Bobby Green, Tony Ferguson, Parrot.
Ferguson.
Green.
I'm going Ferguson. I think he's going to upset him.
Thompson, Pereira.
Thompson.
I'm going to go Pereira.
Is this Pereira related to the other Pereira? They don't look alike.
See, I think they do look alike. You just take the beard off of Michelle, and they're pretty close.
Yeah, kind of. Jan Blachowicz and Alex Pereira.
Pereira.
Oh, God.
It's a tough one.
I don't see. This is my problem. If I'm betting on Pereira, but my heart wants Jan to win. So I'm probably going to do that. I'm probably going to bet on Pereira, but root for Jan.
There you go. And then Poirier and Gaethje.
I think Poirier is just too good.
Yeah, I agree.
I like Justin Gaethje, but they're both wrestlers. Poirier's got more power, and he's a better wrestler. So, I mean, unless Gaethje got something in the bag, I think the Diamond's going to get a chance to get his lightweight belt back.
Yeah, I'm going Poirier as well.
I like it. All right, still no Jeremy, so show's got to go on. So that's it for me. You guys got anything else?
Nope.
I think so.
All right. Thanks to Wes Anderson. Thank you to All Work Clothing, Crandall's Quality Landscaping, Connell Barrett, datingtransformation.com, Sparty Steve, and last but not least, Paper Denim Art. And as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night.
Make sure you watch UFC this weekend. Don't be cheap. Pay for it. Dana White will get mad at you.
Let's go Poirier.
I know Bear's not paying.